that, incredibly enough, managed to stone half of you guys, petrifying you for the rest of eternity. Though, thankfully, through Vanoa's travels and just learning every little thing that comes by her way like the sponge of rage that she is, knowledgeably managed to get you guys free of petrification. But in the process, you also freed a bunch of other people from whenever the hell they got petrified years and years and years ago. Cue the revival of the goddamn civilization that died out since the gods left. Wonderful job, y'all. After spending a night with them, feasting and enjoying yourself with drink and food as you see fit, getting yourselves a reward for reviving them, and even kind of stretching their hands of hospitality towards you all. After spending a night there and enjoying yourselves, little conversation bits between you guys and the NPCs. Setting back out onto the travels towards Figlia, where you guys still plan to turn in this head of Ericil for the group to see what the fuck is going on at this point. But first, after everyone has taken their long rest, at least I hope y'all have,
I think so, yeah.
Who's gonna roll the D100?
I don't think I have yet, have I?
Ashrin, oh, you really, we're gonna start off with that today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Already
All
said.
right, I'll
Already
do it.
said.
All right. Let's see.
So, I will say, Dalmar, at some point on the travels, Corvée is going to come to you.
Ha!
Well,
There you go, guys.
Well, he's figuring that out. Dalmar,
Hoping for a 47.
would you be willing to trade me amulets by any chance? This one that I have, alcohol's not really my taste, and once a day gives you a free greater health potion. No attunement required. Trade for the one you have.
All right, Core. Evens or odds?
Even.
Let the dice decide.
Mm-hmm.
Even.
Sure, I could use a health potion.
What? This also takes no attunement. So, I'll take off my necklace and hand it to you.
Swap them out.
Okay. What was yours called again?
Amulet of Proof Against Detection and Location.
Okay.
What was yours called?
It's not in D&D Beyond because he doesn't have the book
Yeah,
for
it's
it.
unfortunately not in D&D Beyond because I don't have the book for it. I keep forgetting to make the custom item for it. It is the
Okay.
Amulet of the Drunkard.
It's like once a day if you drink a pint of alcohol, you can regain 44 plus 4
Yeah.
health.
Once a day, as long as you drink a pint of alcohol, you can get a greater health potion worth of healing.
That's 4d4.
44 plus 4.
Quick question. While we're traveling, can I inscribe spells?
As long as no one tries to distract you, yes.
And I'm going to attune to this thing because paranoia.
I'm gonna inscribe shit from Fulbright. So do I have to roll for if I'm inscribing it from one spellbook to another?
Inscribing from one spellbook to another? I don't believe so. Double checking, but I'm pretty sure you don't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure from one spellbook to another, there's no risk. Yes, so as long as you have the materials of 50 gold per level and 1 hour, or sorry, 2 hours per level.
I have like a crate of the shit we need on the cart from before we left. So I'm gonna start inscribing shit from
Okay.
Fulbrights like once a day, once a roll. I mean,
Don't need to roll. Spellbook to spellbook, do not need the roll. Just need the material.
awesome.
Nice.
So, as you guys are traveling, first day, very nice and clear. Now with a little bit of a better sense of protection and a full tummy and a happy, joyous time behind you. It's around the late afternoon of the second day, as you guys just suddenly hear a loud, cracking, thundering sound, distant in nature. First, doesn't really seem like anything. It's just like, oh, that was a noise.
Up into the tree.
Here's a second one. Gets a little louder. Here's third one, louder.
Immediately in the tree, looking for this fucking thing.
Give me a perception check.
He's had a bad fucking few days.
I swear to God, if the rock again.
As you
That's a rock lobster.
race your way up to the tree, with ease you look across the forest top, and you can even see that in the direction you're going towards, the trees start to kind of thin out a little bit as the foresty terrain is starting to run out. But towards the eastern direction of you, you can't help but notice that when you hear that booming, cracking sound once more, you can see a tree just fall over.
Is this like in the middle of the forest or on the outskirts?
Middle.
Fuck.
Arms open.
Is it getting closer?
With a 17, you're not entirely sure. Full 6 hours calm. Very nice.
I mean, and overcomes. I mean, if that's whatever that is, knocking over trees, maybe you shouldn't be in one.
I'll be fine. I'm just gonna keep
I'm
watching
gonna-
this thing.
Be ready to cast a third level chromatic orb at this thing if it looks aggressive when we see it.
Okay.
You think maybe we should just keep walking and mind our own business?
I mean, we could just ride like the wind, but Corv is in the cart right now, and I don't want to leave him behind by accident.
I can catch up.
That's true, but maybe you should get out of the tree.
I'm just gonna literally be blinking from tree to tree to tree. Since he said it's closer to night, right?
No,
Oh,
it's
not
like
yet.
late afternoon.
Okay.
But you can kind of get into the shadows of the tree, and where they're thicker than one another, you can kind of get that jump from branch to branch.
If not, I
Do
can
you think
parkour.
I could use speak to animals to see like what it is through that.
I mean, you probably
Okay,
have to
so
talk
you
to
can
it.
have to speak to animals. Go ahead and give me an
Sure.
animal handling check, just
Uh,
to
Okay.
see. 20. With your casting of speak with animals, don't forget to mark off that spell slot. You kind of
Oh.
call over a couple of the birds and smaller denizens of the forest, and while they do seem a little hesitant at first, as you speak their language with them, you can hear them calling back to you, and you hear the little hints of panic and fear evolving. And they speak to you, says, creature, large, stone, wrecking, chasing, someone, trouble. Just a
Oh.
lot of repetition of that.
overcomes. From what I'm getting, it's a large stone creature. Seems to be wrecking some stuff. animals do not like it.
Right.
From up top, I'm going to be trying to, like, guide us away from wherever the fuck this thing is.
Go ahead and just give me a general survival check for that one. As you kind of keep an eye out for where this next tree falls, you do see a fifth tree fall over. And it is getting just drifting closer towards you. And with the 20, you can kind of get the general direction where it's going. And even though the direction is sporadic and wild, like, you can tell that it doesn't really have a direction. You kind of gauge where these trees are falling, and you're just going like, not that way. And directing the others to go in a completely directed opposite manner. I kind of hope not, because that was my voice.
I think did a double take there because I was.
No, no, it was pretty on, like, accurate.
Okay, I guess I'm a soundboard now.
Oh, man.
As you begin to drift everyone off of that direction. Yeah. With an 18 Corvus, and up in the tree, still keeping an eye out for this thing, you can't help but see just a flash of bright light from one of the trees. About 6 seconds later, crashing another one.
The fuck?
So in general chat is totally the thing that's heading our way, just saying.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, God.
We don't have time to tie down the cart, so the rest of us can't get off it except for Corv and. Do I know the statue is magical? The statue thing that we were given.
Oh, yeah. You have no
Okay.
idea what the fuck it does, but you do know that it is of some magical means.
So only Corv and maybe me can actually get off the cart without worry about it leaving us behind by accident if the horses panic.
Possibly.
They haven't panicked yet with all the shit we've ran into, so just keep running them.
100% have. We've just been tying them down.
I don't think they have. Like, with the Spicer Beasts, they didn't go running off. Or the Chimeras.
I would say, don't forget, the only thing you know about these horses is they'll stand their ground as long as it's not bigger than them.
I'm pretty sure this thing is bigger than them.
Well, I keep running as fast as you can. I'm just going to keep trying to lead away from wherever these things are at. There's also bright light whenever these trees go crashing down. Maybe someone's trying to attack it.
Arcana check? Question mark?
You don't see where that's coming from, and you don't have any other manner of identifying what the hell that is.
Okay, so not enough information. Got it.
Yeah, not enough info.
Is it a fireball? Because Corvus would know that intimately.
It is not a fireball.
Okay.
I activate my cloak and go up into the air
Okay.
to get a better look
All right.
into the woods.
You're gonna
Wait,
start
can you
heading
get
towards that direction,
No, I'm just gonna go up so I can
Okay,
see
you're
above
just gonna go
the
higher,
trees.
okay.
Yeah,
and then you're
Wait,
keeping
can-
pace because with dash you get 120. Yep.
yeah.
So as you fly up higher, go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage since you are seeing from up high.
Okay, how do I roll that with advantage? Just roll it twice, or
Either roll it twice, or if you set up hotkeys, which sounds like you didn't do it. Yeah, just
No.
roll it twice. We'll take up the higher one.
okay.
Wait, Corv, can you give us an estimate on how fast it's going?
I would say with the 17 and your 20 survival check, you could peg it probably like maybe like 80 feet around.
Oh, it's fast.
So-
Very fast.
But
Let's just avoid it.
Our horses are faster.
Are they?
As long as they're dashing, yes.
Yes, let's just keep going as fast as we can. Let's get the hell out of here.
Okay.
And with the 14, Ashrin, even with the view that you have up top, and you do notice that the 7th tree that falls down, once again, Corvais, you see that flash of light. Give me an intelligence check, Ashton, actually, because I think you might know what this is.
That's a saving throw. Hold on, intelligence check.
9? No.
I am rolling like shit today.
Yeah, you are. You see, and Corvais, you would know it's a different color flash of light. But to Ashton, it's just a flash. And about 6 seconds later, another tree falls. Slowly just drifting aimlessly towards you guys. You can tell that it's just a scattered mess of trees that's just falling down. It just seems like wherever this thing is going is just a direction, because that's all it's going towards. Doesn't seem like it has any rhyme or reason.
The fuck?
Alright,
Oh.
well, I'm just gonna fly along above everybody and keep an eye on stuff.
Okay.
Can you keep up with the
Back-
horses with your cloak?
I believe so.
Can you what with the what?
Keep up with the horses?
Yes, because it's 60 feet flying, 120 with dash.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
she is fast as fuck with that cloak on. And it lasts 10 minutes, if I remember correctly?
I believe I can.
It's 10 minutes and then a D12 reset, I believe, right?
It's an hour,
Oh, hour and D12
and then
reset.
it's a D12 to see how many hours it
Okay.
takes for them to reset.
As you guys avoid this encounter, going away from it, eventually you do hear that the noise starts to fade, as even though it is fast, whatever this thing is, you are gaining speed on it and drifting ever so distantly further. Though
I'll have to
eventually you
rock
do
with
hear
it
that
this
the noise
thing.
just kind of stops after about 5 or so minutes. Whether you've gone too far, or whatever it is has stopped.
Yep, fuck that thing, whatever it is.
Yeah, no, don't want to fuck with that. Mm-mm.
Not
Possibly,
touching that with a 10-foot spell.
right? Possibly a magical casting creature who just destroys trees. Nope. Mm-mm.
I don't know why that fucker just hates trees. Like, what did trees ever do to him?
At first I thought you were gonna bring in some like loggers or some shit like that. I'm like, okay, cool. Magical logging? Sweet. Nope. No pattern.
No, it's just something that uses trees as toothpicks is all.
Fuck.
After a bit of a panicked day, coming down to rest, setting up camp for the night. No, you're still not close enough. Nice little long rest, though. Cloak would definitely recharge at this point, regardless. Who's gonna roll the next D100?
Oh, Ashton should roll it a second time.
Oh God. Okay.
You're gonna give her a second attempt?
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
She's
This is getting
someone
good.
a tree hater, and now what the fuck's she gonna get?
Volmer's trying to say something.
A real quick roll for the project.
Oh, for the project? Okay. Gotta make an Arcana check. Okay. So all of you guys just kind of notice that Volmer is very intently scribing in his spellbook. And he seems very focused and very committed to what it is he's doing. 95.
We all die.
I mean,
2 rocks.
that's what we got
Yeah.
when I'm.
I think that'd be 90, wouldn't it? 'Cause 45 was the rock.
Really?
2 rocks and a baby rock.
Oh god.
Der Floofer. Vinoa's missing all the floofers.
She's like, I'm at attention now.
I knew she was gonna want that. I just knew she was gonna want to look at the floofers.
Yeah, I've been like glancing up at the oh.
Oh, Veryl's typing. Even though you could just voice chat, you're literally in it.
Bandit is a big chunk.
Bandit is not my big chunk. Okay,
well,
I didn't
yeah.
know where Fitz was.
Oh, Fitz is... yeah. They're both big chunks, but...
Okay. The day is very relaxed and simple. And as you guys set up camp for the night, knowing you're not too far off of your destination, each of you are able to hear, there is no attempt at coverage from this, a pair of footsteps making their way a little close towards your little campfire that you have to stay warm. 10 stealth, oof. Not your best, Corvus.
He's had a rough few days.
Yes, he has. As you kind of just like hug yourself against the shadows, and as you try to look in close, Dalmar doing a much better job at hiding, at least behind a tree this time, not just against the tree. As you, oh, Valmer's going stealth, Mr. Rogue. Oh, never mind, you're not a rogue. Never mind.
Yeah,
you're
not a rogue.
I love how
Valmer.
half the party's just, nope.
Yep, half the party just literally just went, nope. Ashton's just like, ooh, who's there? Ashton just now goes stealth too. Following the trend of, oh, everyone's hiding,
I was
I'll hide too.
curious.
Yeah, I'm about to
I
do
like
oh,
it.
no.
It's those things are familiar to like the person walks in, it's like scram, and everyone just Andy's here.
Finoa's going for it too. So literally, one at a time, the whole fucking party goes for it. All right. Literally.
Druid had the best stealth roll.
I mean, we are in the forest.
Imagine that Volmer literally just like threw a blanket over his head.
No, that'd be the now one.
Honestly, I'd roll with it. I'd roll with that. Just throwing the blanket over.
Corvus pushes himself up against a tree. The only reason it works at all is because he has dark clothing. Ashrin just kind of looking. Dalmar goes behind a tree. Volmer hugs a tree. The moment Ashrin, Finoa, and Veryl are kind of like, oh, is this what we're doing? And you just all
That's
just
natural.
kind of like, oh, this is the norm, right? We're all hiding.
I would
But
say
as
we're
you-
wanted criminals, but I'm surprised we aren't at this point.
How do you know?
You just watch as two individuals walk up. One in white and yellow trim robage, and another seeming like more of just a commoner. A man and a woman. The
Okay.
woman being the one in robes. The
So
man...
I'm gonna try to identify them off the robes, because that's that my brain sets off either wizard college or church, both of which feel like something that'd be related to magic, which Wolverine might know about.
Make a religion check, actually, there.
Big stretches.
No. At the very
Franchise.
least, I will say that Volmer can identify these are not wizard robes or arcane robes by any chance. These are religious. As to what god they are part of, though, you don't know. But as they kind of approach closer towards the fire, you do kind of see that the woman does look towards Volmer and Corvus, very confused.
Can I try to play it off like I'm stretching?
Make a performance check. Performance or deception, your choice. Very nice.
Did say I was hugging a tree.
Yeah, you were hugging the tree. Just using it as your personal back scratcher right there.
Yep.
The moment they
But,
look at me, I just disappear. I'm in another tree 60 feet up.
You do see that the man does kind of cower behind the woman a little bit at the sight of you just melting into the shadows.
I love it.
Hello there, strangers.
Hello. the woman just begins as the man kind of looks around for Corveus. You know what? Yeah.
There's the Corveus we all know and
There's the
hate.
Corveus.
Yep. Just nope.
Yep. You do see the man is just looking around trying to find you. You do see that he kind of catches a glimpse of Ashrin, and his eye darts over to Finoa. Kind of just like, there's more of them. And she just kind of just like raises her hand gently. I'm sorry to disturb you all during your rest and your eagerness for preemptive action. She's looking at the trees just like, I don't know where Corveus is. But may I ask a few questions of you all, if you please?
I'll step out.
You see the man
Alright.
kind of eye darts over your direction.
I'm also
there's
gonna
more.
step out.
Yeah, I'll step out too.
Okay. So Vero and Corveus are the only ones hidden right now. Okay. You can put it in the you can speak, Vero. You are
You have
in
a
the voice
voice.
chat. I see you typing, you little fucker.
God damn.
I wouldn't
See him
salty.
going aggro today.
I am very much going aggro. Tis be eating. A likely excuse. But as you all kind of come out, Vero and Corveus staying hidden for the time being, I would like to know if any of you have spotted anything strange in the area in the past couple of nights. Good nat one.
Anything strange in
Yeah.
the area. I'm curious.
May I ask why you're
There's-
curious?
Ashring just can't roll today, apparently.
No, I cannot. This is pretty
You're making
normal.
that joke about her. I rolled a fucking nat 1.
Yeah, but that was your first... Actually, no, you did get a bad stealth roll, so meh, yeah. Oh, and religion. Okay, never mind. None of y'all can roll today.
My rolls have either been god tier or complete shit.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean,
There
Wait.
has been sightings of strange anomalies occurring. Flashings of lights, trees being torn, creatures roaming about.
is the comm still up, guys?
No,
Okay.
It's been
unless
more than
Dama
6
wants to look
hours.
up right now.
Sure, I'll burn a point for that.
The
I think
only
it's
one that
one-
won't be in the comms though is Corveus, because you have no fucking idea where he is.
True.
So are you still putting up comms?
Yep.
So,
So
Corveus is
over
the only one.
comms, I'm gonna ask, do we tell her about the thing we saw in the woods?
Sure, why not? So far, nothing. None of it's our business. So.
All right. I'm gonna tell her that we saw something very large, knocking down trees. Probably about how many hours travel?
A little over a day now.
Okay, a little over a day ago, north of here.
You see the woman kind of look back at the man and goes, large fucker. Just covered in stone.
Didn't actually see it, but the animals told our friend that it is covered in stone. Yes.
There was... Corveus did say he saw a flashing light, too.
That's true.
We think there might be a dangerous individual that is going around doing some very inappropriate rituals towards certain creatures.
Hmm.
Kind of shaky on whether she's telling the truth or not.
fucking juggernaut.
Seems
out
like she's
there.
not giving you enough information yet.
Rolls are astounding today.
Yeah, rolls are very good today.
Just because I'm curious.
Oh my god, your rolls, guys.
That was a 4.
Yeah, so did
I
Del- so
like
did
how,
Delaware.
You'll have to roll separate
Corveus
instead
and
on
I
this.
both have the same plus and rolled the same 4.
Yeah,
Mhm.
literally. Everyone's just going for it, one after another.
We're all paranoid fuckers now.
Hopping on the bandwagon.
Fucking Wilbur.
Bandit, you can't lay on the computer, honey.
Totally.
Ow.
Why not? She
But
wants
it's
to lay
nice
there.
and warm.
Let the baby lay down.
He'll break
There,
it.
he's in my lap now.
Okay, that's a better spot. I think everyone's
Ow.
happy.
Ow!
He's too fat. He'll break the freaking laptop.
I was more worried about him
There's a
pushing the
cube right
button.
next to me. Can I show you guys it?
I didn't understand a word you just said.
There's a cat right next to me. Can I show it?
If you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
On your camera.
On. Okay. Look at the boy.
Kitty!
Aww.
She's the
Oh,
best.
The
Black cat.
boy.
There's cat.
Oh.
He
Thank
doesn't
you.
like eye contact.
Tech issues, weapons, and cats. That's what this section has been so far.
Yeah, it has been.
I don't know where my cat is, so I can't show her. I just have my dog, and he's a butt.
I wouldn't be able to pick my cat up and carry her over here. She's too heavy.
She's the chalkers.
She's a chonker.
But with all your wonderful insight checks, Ashton and Viral got yourselves a whisper on roll 20.
I see.
Ah.
Okay. No, you have to stay down here.
So I would very much like that if you have any information on quite possibly details to do with this situation.
All we know
We
is that
saw
it
trees
moves
fall and
very
we
fast.
moved away.
and we didn't want to mess with it.
I see. Well, if you get any additional information, please do not hesitate to visit the archives in Viglia. It is but due south of here, only about a day and a half's travel. I will
Okay.
leave you to your rest. Kind of puts that a little bit of question mark after you guys just come out of the trees.
If we need to leave information for you, what's a name we can tell them at the archives?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, hold on. Persuasion.
23. You see her pause for a moment before she gently places a hand on her chest and bows slightly. Vistra, you may call me.
Istra?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we have notes.
Nice to meet you, Vistra. My name's Ashrin. If we find any more information, we will leave it for you at the archives.
I would be very honored if you would have me be claim of the information. I'm not the head of this investigation, but a little boost in rank would never be dismissed. Enjoy yourselves. But do be careful. And she's kind of just walking away, and the man keeps looking back at you guys like very confused, still looking for Corveus. As they just start
Oh my
walking
God.
away.
Half of me wants to like scare him with a death whistle.
Oh my god. I love death whistles.
They're creepy.
I've never heard of them until you guys told me them, and now I
I-
just want to find a situation where I can screw with someone with it.
Again, that's how we know that's how we know education is bullshit, because they don't teach you about the death whistle.
To be fair, death whistle is a very niche thing.
No. Everyone must know of the death whistle. What?
Why? Why is this necessary?
He's living his best life.
You do not own me,
Clearly.
human. I own you. But
No, you can't minimize my whole screen, dude. I need that.
as the two walk off into the forest, thinning lands, you guys do anything for the rest of the night? Or just sleep with that information in your heads?
With that information and in the trees.
So,
Written out.
with another long rest, nice and easy. One last D100.
No, Ashrin should do this again. Oh yeah.
No!
That was for Project Ken.
Yeah.
Alright.
You got
Are we
this.
really making Ashton roll all three?
I guess we are.
Is it R slash or slash R?
Slash R.
Hold on. Slash
Slash
R.
R.
Okay.
You can also do the little dice thing on the far left. Just click D100. Fucking
Wow.
96.
Nice.
You one-upped yourself.
I did. But nothing will ever beat the 100 I got before we even started playing.
Triple rock, triple rock.
Oh, earned it.
What are you doing?
I had to get more soda for my mini fridge.
Gotcha. That is what I'm missing in here. I need a mini fridge.
I have a
Yes.
mini fridge, but I kind of keep forgetting to stock it. 'Cause I'm
Oh
a jerk.
no. Tragic. Hey, Bandit.
Original soda.
Do you
Good
want to,
stuff.
like, maybe go away?
No, he wants to live his best life. Let him
Hang
sit
on,
there.
hang on. Did you say bandit?
Yes.
Yes, Bandit!
His
I
name is
assumed
David.
that's his name.
Yeah!
Yep, that's
I
the
thought that was a
kitty's
joke at first, but
No.
now that you said it a second time, like, hang on, is that actually the name?
Yeah, look at his face.
It's because he has a little mask.
I love
He's a
it.
precious boy. He's just enjoying life.
He's an adorable cat.
He steals all the food.
He does. He's a thief. I'm not kidding you. The year we got him, the power went out while we were cooking Thanksgiving dinner. Turkey was half cooked, so we put it on the kitchen table. He tried to steal the whole turkey.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
He deserves the turkey.
He does.
My sister once had a Great Dane who stole the turkey off the counter one year.
Yep. That's fucking great.
As you guys are waking up for the day, you guys wait a good long while, kind of just taking your time with the breakfast, looking up the trees where Corvea slept. Hour passes. Corvea doesn't show up. Second hour passes. Corvea doesn't show up. As you begin to kind of look around, especially in the trees around the area as best you possibly can, you don't see anything. I mean, in reality, you don't even know where he actually teleported into to actually sleep. As
Corv
far as
just
you can
ditch
tell-
us?
Hmm?
Corv just ditch us?
22 investigation from Dalmar? Kinda seems like it.
One thing Volmer will notice, there's a dagger stabbed into the ground right next to where he was trancing.
Oh, then you would have noticed that right off the bat, because he only sees 4 hours.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Can I observe the dagger to see if there's like anything like written on it or anything like that?
Correas, did you leave anything?
Just one of the basic daggers he had that never used.
Well, fuck.
Well,
This whole scene's going on. Fino and Beryl are just freaking out about the cat.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm distracting.
No, it's the best distraction. Never
I mean,
apologize.
to be
for that.
fair, if the cat wasn't there, Beryl would just watch Demon Slayer. So
Wow.
That's my face. Please don't lick it.
Licked you first. Licked your face.
So, Corvus just gone?
Seems like
Yep.
it.
I think I would believe so.
Corv, if you hear this, see you, buddy.
Is this how he leaves?
You will.
Wait, but
Yep,
yeah, the
be
bag of
gone.
holding too.
Yep.
Yep, he had the bag of holding. And he took the fucking divination amulet too.
Yep.
That was the last thing he wanted before he left.
Yep.
Some way
The
to protect
player
himself.
thought that's what was going on, but
Well,
but
maybe,
Dalma's just like, yeah, potion good.
maybe he'll just meet us in town. Like maybe he woke up early, or we could just meet him in town.
Nah, we probably won't see him again.
Yeah, he's
And-
gone.
Do people normally just leave your group?
No, but Corvus isn't much people.
Ah, sir, no one wants to see your butt.
We all want to see his butt. He's a good boy. We want to see everything about him.
My God.
Oh, that's funny.
I
Change
guess
up
we
the
keep
buttons.
moving.
Okay.
Changing my name in Discord moved me in the lineup.
It
Yep.
did.
Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, that's because it's in alphabetical
Yeah,
order.
it's in alphabetical order, I
Mhm.
guess. Yeah.
Well, I just realized, even in the fucking R20, he just made his name blank.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not gonna spoil.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, I guess we travel into town. If he doesn't want to
wanted
be
keep up
found,
with us,
Guess we keep
Yeah.
moving.
if he doesn't want to be found, he won't be. So
Okay.
this is true.
I'm
And
sure
if you
we could
wanted
find
to
us.
catch up with
super
us,
sneaky.
yeah.
As you guys continue on traveling through the day, about halfway through, you start cresting over a crag of mountainous stone before
Wait,
over the hill.
Did Corv have the head?
No,
No,
you
I
guys
think
have
I
that
did.
bundled up somewhere else because it couldn't fit in the bag of holding.
Oh, okay.
Which,
I thought I was carrying it around.
yeah, something like that. I think so.
I just wasn't sure. Sorry.
Also, thank you everyone for not fucking with me while I'm inscribing spells.
Amazed no one has.
Thought about it, but then I was like,
Legitimately
nah.
Yeah.
I managed to fucking inscribe 3 spells and work on the thing twice. This has been a successful bit of traveling for me.
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay, so here's the thing. You shouldn't have brought that up because now I remember, and now I'm going to have to.
I literally said it. He literally asked, "Can I do this?" And I said, "As long as no one messes with you." And you just.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, originally, I've asked him this before, and he said, yeah, but I worry about Finoa fucking with you.
Literally said, "For
At the
Noah's
same
probably gonna
time-
fuck with you."
At the same time, I really don't want to I want to just be able to get rid of Fulbright's spellbook rather than having to carry 2 around at all times.
Yeah.
See, that's fair. I get that. I'd want the same, but like, I gotta.
Wait, 50 gold for fucking thing. This is a lot of money.
I love that just straight face. I got him.
I spent 800 gold on inscribing stuff.
Oh my god.
So what I'm hearing
Well-
is this next day's travel, Finoa done be doing some fucking.
Yeah.
Like at this point, Finoa's gotten bored, and she sees Beryl being a nerd. And it's just like, what you doing?
Can I
What
try
you doing?
to
Huh?
Can I try to
Hello.
distract her with the snake pet? Just give her something to pet in the
Finoa hard contemplating right now.
So you're gonna let her play with your snake so you can get some reading done.
Yes, basically.
Fair enough.
Yep. Welcome D&D, where everything's innuendo.
That
I
would
didn't even
probably
fucking
work.
think about that. Corvus, you motherfucker.
You didn't realize?
I
How
didn't
did you
realize
not
the joke
realize?
that was being made?
Come on,
How did you of all people not realize?
right? Meow.
/whoosh.
Hey, no, don't steal my banana bread, you dick.
You abandoned it.
So
You just
Finoa,
abandoned it.
are you gonna
No.
accept the snake bait? Or are you still gonna fuck with the nerd?
I'll accept it this time. Cause Snake.
Can I get a pat in at least?
Yeah.
You both can play with him if you
Literally,
want.
the both of you now. The moment Finoa just starts to kind of like distract, Volmer, you kind of just see him gesture his hand to his shoulder, and with a small little poof of little sparkles, you just see a snake just form right there. To which he just pulls off his shoulder and just goes, "Have fun." So instantly, Finoa and Beryl are all about this little snake.
I'm sorry,
It's a normal
Howard. It had to
Which,
be done.
FYI, is ultra docile and doesn't seem at all like it gives a flying fuck about either of you.
Is this normal? This happens a lot?
No, Howard is a new pet of mine.
Finoa's just
Howard?
ringing him.
The name is
The
Howard.
snake. I named him Howard.
Howard.
Okay.
Howard the snake, yes. Do you have a problem with the name of my pet?
Different,
No.
but no.
Wait, question. How big is Howard?
I believe he's
Not very.
small.
Yay!
Yeah, I believe all familiars have to be at least smaller under.
I don't know. I'm double checking just the stat block for poison snakes.
It doesn't actually give you a size restriction, but I'm pretty sure every example they give you is small, so I think it
He's
has to be...
labeled as tiny, actually.
Oh, so he's tiny!
Aw,
Can I make him dance?
He's like a foot long. He's literally like that long.
He can be a bracelet for you.
Yeah.
It's just a precious little noodle.
Yeah, he's a little baby noodle. The little tongue comes out every like 30 seconds or so.
Oh god.
But Noah and Beryl are just all about Howard now, and Volmer just, with a sigh of relief, goes back to scribing.
And I think I just found my best use for that spell.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
Creativity at
actually,
its
while
finest.
she recognizes that Volmer is focusing, she's not going to bother him, but she's going to watch because she's really curious about how this works.
Okay. Eventually,
First level spell, so I'm only been doing it for like 1 hour, I think. 1 hour for first level, and then it adds an hour for every action.
what, find familiar?
No, just for inscribing spells.
2 hours per level.
2 hours of.
As you guys begin to crest a minor hill, you begin to see in the distance the city of Viglia, with a lot of croppage land on the outside. You can see a large castle emanating from the dead center of the city, and a small little portion of dock which has very small vessels docked there. One seems to be arriving just recently. And just a little bit ahead of you, you can't help but see that there is a cart that has been turned over with a man that is just hurriedly trying to put everything back on the cart.
What is he putting
Are we
on
gonna
the
help him?
cart?
Does it
Give me a
look
perception
dangerous?
check, Dalmar. Give me a perception check or insight check, Ashrin. Your choice.
Which one?
Nat 20. There you go.
Damn. Damn. See, Corvates just had to leave for you guys to start rolling well.
Wait,
Ah,
Corvair took all the bad rolls with him.
you know, I'm suddenly glad that you left.
Oh.
get off the mouse.
Wow.
You say that until you got a dagger in your back. Oh wait,
Is that why you tried to kill him?
I didn't try to kill him.
No, that originally
he
that was
tried
just a.
to
Oh.
Fireball.
Try to kill me, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. He's been
That was
planning my
just
death
me
for a
being
while.
stupid.
How dare you?
But keeping an eye on it, he seems to be putting on a bunch of just trinkets and baubles of some kind. Little material effects, like little statues, like little bits of jewelry here and there. Just kind of trying to get them back on the cart. Seems like he has some tools and equipment as well. And Delmar, you'd be able to tell that that jewelry ain't real. With that nat 20, kind of like you can see the glint of the sun kind of coming off of it, and you're like, that's not reflecting enough. That shit's fake.
Okay.
And Ashrin, with a 22 insight check, at least at face value, the dude doesn't seem like a bad person. Just seems like someone who's very much in panic and trying to get everything back on. But at the same time, there's a sense of shadiness to the man, as he seems like he's a bit too much in a hurry.
But like shady in an interesting way.
Take your pick.
So I have a history of bullying scam artists in previous campaigns, so I'm excited to see how this goes.
Okay.
Shall we offer our assistance?
No.
No?
Let's leave them. Question: How are his things being held up? Like held on the cart? Is there like rope or anything?
There's just little crates that have small hinge locking mechanisms. A couple of them you can see have broken off, so that's where he's trying to collect everything back up, stuff it in, put it back onto the cart. And he's trying to right it back up at the same time because it is like slightly tilted, and he's like trying to fix it as he's putting his stuff on at the same time, trying to see like counterweight the balance or something. Very much seems like he's having the world's hardest time right now.
Do you think, per se, if a box is pushed with 10 pounds of force, that it would fall over?
Oh my god.
Very easily, yes.
Mage hand.
You're just gonna mage hand push over some of the materials.
Yep. I'm gonna try to hide it though. I'm not gonna let him see it.
Mage hand cannot be. Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it from an angle
Sleight of
where he
hand?
won't see it, and then dispel it quickly.
other thing too is mage hand I believe only has a 30-foot range? Question mark.
Mage hand is 30 feet, yes.
Yeah,
I mean, we're riding past him, right?
that's on you guys if you want to ride up that close, or if you want to
Whoa.
just avoid him altogether.
Wait, idea. I'm going to hell for this. I'm gonna get off the cart and I'm gonna walk up to him. What that gets? What are you doing?
guys start to kind of drift closer towards the cart, and as he kind of starts hearing you approaching the distance, you do actually see him kind of like stop what he's doing.
I don't want
Try
to
to,
talk
like-
for the rest.
Hmm?
I don't want to talk for the rest of the group because once Daryl's in control of the cart, but like I'm going to get out of the cart and walk towards them. That's what I was trying to say.
I
damn it,
will
Noah.
also get out of the cart and walk towards them.
Okay, so Varel, do you redirect the cart closer towards this man, or do you just keep going?
Can I like start slowing down just to
Yeah.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, very easily. So, approaching closer towards the cart. As Ashrin and Volmer get off of the carts and begin to approach this man. And you do see him kind of like trying to clean himself up a little bit. He's kind of like deep beating off the dirt that he has on him. As you approach, he goes, "Hello there, good patrons. I'm very sorry to ask this, but can you please, by any chance, have spare materials to help me out? I'm on a tight schedule."
Might I ask what you do?
I sell great effects to people of the city, and deliver here and there if you need me to. I would offer you some of these wares, but unfortunately they're all spoken for. I'm a very busy man, so if you could please lend a hand or two, I would be more than grateful for it.
Story checks out. He seems fine, right?
Insight 6. The 15... You can understand he's hiding stuff. To what extent, you're not sure. But at the very least, it seems like the dude is just kind of skirting that line of lying but not lying.
So over columns. So at the very least, the jewelry's fake. Unfortunately.
Well, I'm
Well, I
gonna
mean-
help him and then rig it so that way when he starts moving, it's gonna fall again. Would we be able to do that?
That would depend. That would be... Oh, man, what fucking check would that be? I guess that would be...
I feel like it would be a combination of things.
It would be a combination of things. It would have to be an intelligence check first to see if you even can figure out how the fuck to do the thing. And then it would be a sleight of hand check to see if you can do it without the dude noticing at all.
Yeah, and some deception so that he thinks we're actually helping him.
Can I roll? Okay, over mental comms, I'm gonna ask if they want to go for this.
So he's not like,
I mean, he doesn't have
Legit?
anything worth taking
what
that I
happened?
can see.
Ashton just
Why?
fucking murdered her webcam.
My webcam just like croaked.
I mean, he's a
Apparently.
scam artist, so it wouldn't be like we're hurting a good person.
As you guys are kind of like talking mentally, and he's kind of like looking you guys back and forth and like, please, I'll make it worth your while. I can show you around the town. I can show you the best of places to go to. Please, I need the help.
Upper columns.
really wanna do
Alright,
it and rig
maybe
it.
we can make this work.
Before we try something like this, I want to roll to see if I can figure.
Well, before to figure it out, you have to actually look at the cart, because you can't just look at it at a distance and go, oh yeah, I can do that.
Oh, I assume we're like right up on it, aren't we? Like we're next to it.
You can walk up to it, but are you just going to start perusing and analyzing the cart without saying anything?
Okay, fair enough. Are we gonna go for this? Are we gonna fuck with this guy?
You go
No,
ahead.
you do this, Master
Yeah.
Rogue.
I'm not a damn rogue.
You're the one who
I
wants
really
to
don't
be.
like scam artists.
Hmm.
One consistent for every character I
Your
make is that I believe
lockpicking and
scammers.
stealth rolls say otherwise. Don't worry.
I
You
rolled
will
like
be.
an 8 for stealth
You will be.
earlier. What
Don't
do you
worry.
mean? I rolled a 9. Wait, no, that was insight.
The point was that you did roll stealth,
You
not
did,
that
yeah.
I
it was a
rolled
good
an 8
roll.
for stealth earlier.
Exactly,
Anyway,
you
that-
rolled stealth.
I'm gonna start helping him. I'm gonna start helping him.
Alright, so you
Yeah,
go...
try to continue with this plan.
Okay, so I was just trying to go help him. Go ahead and make your intelligence check now, because that was early. What you looking out for, Delmar?
Anything actually worth taking?
For the 15? Nah.
Then I'm gonna roll a sleight of hand. And I'm not actually taking anything. I'm just literally swapping stuff between crates.
So you're gonna try helping as well?
Oh yeah,
You're helping,
No,
but you're just
no.
moving things
Yeah.
around.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm putting shit in random places. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Absolutely.
Also, I love Vollmer that I had you re-roll and you got the exact same fucking roll.
I got the exact same thing.
So as the both of you are starting to help out, Ashton, you kind of back off,
Yeah, I'm
being
just
like,
gonna
I know.
stand there.
Yeah, you like, I understood mental comms. I know what's going on here. I'm not being involved in this.
Mm-mm.
I'm not that much of an asshole.
He's a
As
scam artist.
yeah, no one would notice that Dalmar's fucking with the items. Kind of like seems like, okay, you put that one over there, and I'm gonna need that one to go in there. Make sure to lock up that one there. And the moment he turns his back, Dalmar, you just kind of like, okay, put that one in that one and that one and that one and that one and that one. All right, totally wrong. Good. And Vollmer, as you're kind of like taking this time to look at the card as best you possibly can, you're not a craftsman, and you're starting to realize, okay, maybe I really am not a craftsman. You can figure out a way to jury rig this, but to do it stealthily without him noticing and for it to work, that's gonna be a hell of a challenge, especially while helping him.
Okay, could I at least set something up where like I could pull a rope or something and like try to kind of hide the rope and fuck it up, or like manually do it and not automatically have it happen?
It's gonna be hard. It's also more bits and pieces to have to cover up for him not to notice.
Okay, I guess I'll keep with the original plan then. I'm gonna keep, if you'll allow it, I'm gonna keep trying. I just know I'll need a better sleight of hand roll, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bitch of a sleight of hand roll. And then it's
Can I give
also
him
gonna
advantage?
be another intelligence check just to make the damn thing.
Okay.
Sleight of hand is just to see if you can get past him while making this. It's harder because of what you're doing, and intelligence is just to see if you can even make the damn thing.
Can I give Volmer advantage on sleight of hand?
Yes, because you can
Aye.
distract him.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so what am I rolling next? You said it's another intelligence check and sleight of hand?
First off, sleight of hand to see if you can even do this without him noticing you. It is still hard as fuck. 19. And then now, intelligence check to see if you can even manage this fucking thing. 23.
I'm going to hell.
As Delmar, you take this time kind of like mental comms working with Volmer as best you possibly can to keep him distracted. And you do see Volmer's kind of getting to work, kind of putting that facade of putting things away on the card and instead kind of like jerry rigging with the wheel a little bit. There comes a moment though where you can't help but hear just a small little like crack of a sound that comes from the wooding, as Vollmer's trying to kind of mess with it so it'd re-break later on. And you kind of see the man kind of just like, oh, did you break the wheel? I kind of need that. I really need that not to be broken.
Does the wheel look broken to me?
I would say with your passive 18, you'd be able to notice that it's not that it's broken, it's that Volmer tried to set it up where the strain, after long enough, would break itself.
Well, I can tell him it doesn't look broken without having to roll a deception check, is what you're telling me.
Because it doesn't look broken.
It still looks broken, it just isn't broken yet. Kind of like the keen of a ship, when you see that splinter, it's like, nah, that shit's fucking done.
I'll just shrug and keep helping him.
Looking at magic to try to figure out how I could. Do I have any spells for this? I'm determined to fuck that guy over.
I'm just gonna tell you, whatever
I
you're gonna
have
try
no
next is
Hit
gonna be
this
harder
Sean
because
road.
whatever you're gonna try
I
is gonna be
have
harder now
nothing.
because he's now got a side eye on you the entire time, kind of like making sure you don't break his wheel even further.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna continue doing what I was doing then, because I got nothing.
Okay, so go ahead and make a sleight of hand check, straight roll because he's trying to
Yeah,
focus on
straight,
you.
because advantage, disadvantage.
Yeah.
Wait, did I do... One sec, let me double check something. Cat's Grace for enhance ability. I'm gonna tell him that I'm casting a spell to make myself stronger so I can do this faster, but this gives me advantage on dexterity checks.
Make a deception check. As you kind of
Okay, how much
say
does he really
that,
know about that?
he
How much
sees
does he
the
know about
guy
magic,
kind of
bro?
like read you up and down, and there's a moment there where you kind of see the click in his head. I was like, look, this is a simple problem that doesn't need magic at all. I'm sure it'd be better if we just fix the wheel.
Firewall, I'm joking.
So why don't you two just kind of
This
hold it up, and I can work on it. I'm good with this kind of stuff.
I feel like this is two scam artists trying to fuck over a scam artist.
It seems like it.
Delmar was more house thief than scam artist.
But we're running a
Well-
scam right now.
Oh, kind of. I mean, he was a thief and a guard at the same time, so, I mean, call that what you will.
Well, let's just finish this up. We'll settle for what Amar did, and then we'll continue on our journey. Bet Corv really wants to
Yeah.
play right now, so I'm kind of trying to rush the scene.
Oh no, you're fine. I'm having fun
He's
listening to you fucking-
enjoying your train wreck,
Uh-huh.
Mr. Rogue.
Train wreck's a good way to describe it.
Yep.
Try as you might to deny you're not a rogue, you keep acting roguish every fucking
I'm just
time.
fucking over a scam artist.
Uh-huh.
As a rogue.
What is this guy wearing?
Don't fuck him over.
He's got some, not fine, but kind of like better than commoner's clothing, standard attire, a bit of a linen shirt that it hasn't been washed recently, but at least it looks like he's trying to take care of it. Not exactly fine jeans, but it looks like they're made of hardier material than normal. And it seems like he's got a little something going on underneath that gives it a little bit of padding.
No weapons or anything that I can see. No belts
See.
or pouches or coin purse, for that matter.
Nope.
Right.
Okay, let's just finish this up. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fall off the rest of this shit. We'll settle for Dalmar, like what he did.
As you guys kind of just finish up, and you do see him kind of like somehow jerry-rig fixing his wheel and doing his best to make it so nothing falls over once again. You can hear him kind of cursing under his own breath. No, I should have gotten the upgrade. The reinforcements always go better. Before eventually kind of getting on his way and fixing it up as another floof joins the chat. As you guys kind of finish up with his car, he goes, well, that was a bit of an adventure. I thank you all. I'm sure if you'd like to purchase any of these goods, you can just check out some of the little shops in Viglia. Looks like you're heading that direction anyways.
Okay.
I'm really sad my scan didn't
Only
work. I don't know what to
distract.
say.
Over.
The contemplation.
But
Oh, I think Dalmar's cam just froze.
I think
It
it did
did.
freeze.
I
That's
thought
a
you were just holding
beautiful
stone
face.
that
I
froze.
thought that was a
Just
very
did
good
it.
Oh,
face.
there you go.
I
There you oh,
thought so too.
Oh no.
oh, it's stuttering. Oh, his internet.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
he-
Oh, I think it's the
there's
internet.
a.
Oh, no.
Okay.
There you go.
Are we
There you go.
back?
You're
Better?
back. Better. Much better.
Okay.
But as he kind of gets on his way, kind of starts pulling his little cart on his own further in towards the city as you guys kind of make your way back to your own cart. As anyone wants to do anything, just heading right towards Viglia, just a little bit behind the man, if not overtaking him, because you guys have a horse versus him having to haul it himself.
We might just overtake him. We'll ride past him. I think that sounds like a good idea, right, Beryl?
Yeah. Oh, it's Farrell's choice actually.
Yep.
Alright.
Hmm?
Let's go.
Arriving towards Viglia, coming in from the northern direction, just off a bunch of small little townhouses that are on the outskirts. Very much seems like the commoners' living quarters. The city is bustling with life. It has definitely a mix of races here and there, but you can tell that there's a bit of a somberness or a bit of a quietness over this section of the town. And you do see a lot of eyes kind of drift towards your directions as you guys start to kind of make your way closer. And it comes in that moment that Volmer, or everyone except for Ashrin, remembers that this group told you to meet them here. Didn't say a goddamn word about how to actually find them. Besides, look for the place most fun. I know for a fact none of y'all fucking remember that.
Thank you, DM.
Okay, question. Can I try to reopen the comm link I had with the one leader guy? Because he still pops in every now and then, right?
He did 5 days ago.
So can I attempt?
I was saying before
Yeah.
that he didn't do it for a solid week.
I guess that's a no.
Give me a Give me a wisdom check. Just wisdom.
Nope. Okay, well,
This
Didn't go as
is
planned.
something beyond your knowledge. You don't understand. It doesn't feel arcane. It doesn't sound arcane. The fuck is this? And you just
okay,
kind of
so-
like you kind of like concentrate on it. Kind of seem like you're constipated for a couple minutes. Kind of like nope, got nothing.
Has Ashrin been to this city before?
No.
No. Okay.
Also, Ashrin has no idea who the fuck they're even going to meet. That's a good point. No one ever
Nope.
told Ashrin
No, but
anything.
I don't know what we're
Yeah,
doing.
Literally,
I'm just following along.
in and out of the campaign, Ashrin has no fucking idea what's going on.
Okay, while we're walking through town looking for like a cure or something, can Volmir fill her in?
If you
I
want.
would really appreciate that because I have no clue.
Okay, so a reason for killing the gnome or killing the gnome and coming here, since you're probably curious at this point.
Yes, you know, I helped
So-
you murder someone, and now we're here.
So, We are after a legendary arcane weapon. He was a group of, I assume, cult members? I don't know their exact relation. I don't know exactly what they are, if I'm being completely honest. But they have some relation to the weapon. It's scattered into, I think it was 4 parts or 5. It's a bow. And they also have information on my scabbard. So right now, in exchange for this, and I'm going to lift up the sack, we're going to be getting information on this legendary weapon. And on my sword.
Interesting. What do we need a legendary weapon for?
I have my own reasons for the sword, but we seem pretty set on selling the bow. Because none of us know how to use one, really.
Okay. Now, question: if we get a legendary bow and we sell it, who's to say that we don't sell it to the wrong people?
We probably would, knowing us. Also, that just makes me think of my backup character.
Mm.
But anyway, I'm just
If you're-
tagging along, so
If you're against selling it, I think I could think of an alternate use for it. I have a friend who might be willing to make good use out of it after I get my sword.
I mean, I have no say in any of this. I just am following you guys.
I mean, you're kind of part of the group now. I know you have at least part of a. You at least have a boat.
I've known you guys for what, a week?
Little under.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that.
To be fair, we determined to go after the bow with only 2 of the people in this cart, and we'd known each other for a day at that point.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess. Do you know what this group is called? Where they told you to meet you? Any information
place.
that might help you find them?
Our only hint right now is basically, I think the wording was go to the place most fun. But was that the wording?
Yes.
Okay, making sure I got the wording right.
So the brothel. Got
I mean,
it.
I was thinking a tavern. Maybe there's a combination brothel and tavern.
Okay, I feel like you guys are looking at this from like the sense of normal people. These are fucking cultists.
Why are you working with cultists? This
They're
is
the
a
only people
terrible
that-
idea.
If I'm being completely honest, they almost killed us at one point, and like this was our only like, get out of jail card. This was our mulligan to survive.
Asher in IRL and in-game is confuzzled.
I am!
Dude,
Everywhere! I'm like, what is
explaining this.
happening?
I
It's a
can't-
terrible idea!
I'm trying to
Um.
explain a bunch of information at once, and I'm not good at this. There's a reason Volmir quit teaching. No, I'm
You
not
acquire
explaining this.
knowledge, you
There's a
don't-
reason I quit teaching.
I don't think that you thought this plan through very well. And maybe it's a good thing that you
The
don't
long
know
and the
who you're
short of
looking
it
for.
is. The long and short of it is, they want someone dead who was impersonating and giving a bad name to one of our former colleagues. And yeah,
Okay, so that person's dead.
Also, they have a lead on literally the thing I've spent my whole life working on.
that was the gnome you helped kill.
Okay, well, I suppose we. I don't know how you're supposed to ask
Oh,
around
yeah,
town about
Delmer,
a
what
group
is
of
the deal with
cultists.
your...
I don't think that you can.
But yeah, that's why this is hard. That's why we're in kind of a pinch right now.
I
What were
feel
you
like
saying,
you
Em?
should have asked for more information when you set this up.
He gave the hint through a cryptic telepathic message thing he did to me. I couldn't exactly just say, hey, can you give more information, please?
Huh. Well, does anybody need to get supplies or do anything? while we're waiting for these random cultists to contact you?
But wait, Omar, what were you gonna say? Your mic cut out.
Mine?
No,
Dalmar.
Dalmar's. He was saying
Oh.
something to Volmir, and then he mic cut.
Oh, just like, oh yeah, what is the deal anyway?
It fucking skipped.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, your internet's being a real butt right now.
Welcome to my life. I
I'm
don't
pretty
know
sure
how
he's
mine's
asking you what's
working.
the deal with you and the bow, I think. Or the sword, sorry, the scabbard,
The
sorry.
bow
The
or the
scabbard.
sword? Because that's a very
Scabbard.
important distinction.
Scabbard.
Okay, so, I can't say exactly why I would like the sword, but I've spent my whole decent portion of my life researching this. I believe it is a form of a map. If you look at the writing and the engravings and all that on the actual scabbard itself, and because of this, I have the belief that it's a map to a powerful weapon. The hard part is finding out where that is. I'm trying to find where the map is to, so that way I can get the sword. For a personal reason, I'll probably explain after I get the blade.
Oh,
Also, I just can't say the personal reason in public.
I thought this whole conversation was happening over comms anyway.
Oh no, I assumed we were doing this out loud.
Okay.
Is this in comms
I
or
was
is this
just
out
walking through
loud?
town and people questioning us about cultists.
It's up
Seems
to you
good.
guys. You want to do comms or?
I assumed it was over comms because we were talking about murdering someone and cultists.
Okay, yeah.
That's a fair point. That is actually a very fair
probably
point.
do that over comms.
Yeah, that's a very fair point.
What do you all know about the Kahil Empire, out of curiosity?
Keely. You cut off a
Keely.
little bit.
I fucking suck at pronunciations.
Keely.
Keely.
Jack shit.
Only a couple of things. You've heard the name. It's actually literally across the water from Sandberry. Quite literally. It is a fortress country that just prioritizes strength and advancement over anything. Dwarven ruled. Not much else.
So not a place that Ashrin really wants to go.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like fun.
As for Delmar with a 17, you would have heard wind of this in your time as a guard and as a thief. Where Keely is very much an empire. They are the powerhouses. They're the Germany of this place, essentially. They're the ones who essentially hold on to power and they want more. But they're not stupid enough to challenge the entire world, unlike Germany of our world.
To be fair,
Right.
Germany was doing pretty damn good. Well, I was born and raised there for most of my life. And my father is a revolutionary, actually. And I'm trying to pick up where he left off.
1 second, guys.
I noticed he took his headphones off. I'm gonna guess they died.
Right after I'm like explaining important
Oh, no, he's on a
lore
phone
shit for
call.
my character.
Yeah, literally in the moment.
Literally, a majority of my character motivation.
But go on. We'll fill them in.
So, a revolutionary, like, against the country?
Yes, specifically against the king. So, long time ago, about over 100 years ago, when I was just a little kid, well, not a little kid, but after I learned how to fight with a sword from my father, a close friend of his was falsely accused of a crime they never committed. That led to an unjust punishment, that was the last straw for my father at that point. So he gathered friends, allies, and they started a revolution. Quickly backfired, as he lost an arm and I lost my mother. But, that was when I moved with my grandfather at the Wizards College, and that's how I became who you know today.
Well, I understand some of your motivation there. And you believe this sword is a map and will help you find something?
I believe
bow?
the scabbard is a map to the sword, which will help
Oh.
me with the revolution thing.
Okay. And where does this bow come in?
Well, right now, this was just something I did because there was a group of people early on who one of us wanted the bow, he offered payment, and I just wanted a group to travel with for safe travels. Because this place is a hellhole to fucking move through.
I understand the safe travels thing. I do. It's been a
And-
while since I've been with a group, and it is necessary. But I understand your motivations, and I'm willing to help.
Are you back now?
Yes.
Okay.
How much do we have to refresh you on? Because I
I'm
basically,
revolutionary.
yeah, I basically just went over my entire character
Wow.
motivation.
Essentially, born and raised in Keeley, his father was a revolutionary. However, the straw that broke the camel's back was the false accusation of a close friend. Long story short, he did go battle, but eventually came back without an arm and without a wife. Volmar got sent off to learn with his grandfather, and, well, perhaps the sword would help him in accomplishing his father's goal.
You're like
Yeah.
Joan of Arc.
And push comes to shove, I have a friend back at the front who might be able to make good use of this bow if you're worried about giving it to the right person. I know he's not dumb enough to let himself die and let the bow be taken. He's too stubborn.
Well, if that would help as well, I think that would do more good than selling it.
Either way, we have to find these shady bastards first.
Which,
I
by
would
the way, as you
believe-
guys have kind of just been talking this entire time, you're making your way through the town. Eventually, at some point, you notice that it kind of starts to divot a bit inward. And kind of catching all of your eyes is the New Cliff District, which kind of has a fitting name. As you can see, it actually has almost sunken inward towards the actual land itself. And the only reason water hasn't managed to sink into it is because it seems like they put up a dam-like barrier to keep it from flooding whatever that is. And you can just see down below what used to be probably about half a mile wide versus of a crater of several buildings that rightfully look abandoned.
Why do I get the feeling that that's what the cultists consider fun?
Abandoned
Probably
buildings.
is.
I mean,
Explosions?
yeah, I suppose.
Who doesn't?
But I
think
get the feeling that the
explosions
cultists. I get the
Sorry,
feeling
you
that. I get the feeling that the cultists will find you.
Maybe. We'll see. We should probably find an inn to check in at first.
Yeah.
And stables for the horses in the cart, probably.
It's probably for the best, yes.
Yeah.
Easily enough done. As you guys kind of look towards the obvious farmland where a stable would be located at. The running price is 2 silver a night. Simple and easy. I don't see why, Palmer. But regardless, to find
I'm
an
a peace
inn...
lover. I'm normally a peace lover, and I'm over here saying, yeah, I want to take over a fucking country.
As the one who just wanted to jerry-rig a man's cart who was asking
Okay, that
for
man
help.
was a scam artist and a bad person.
I mean, you did fireball
Um,
your friends, so, you know.
That was a heat of the moment thing. You guys are like cherry picking my worst moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. What kind of inn are you guys looking for? Cheap, middle of the line, high end, royalty?
Let's go middle line.
Sounds good to
Okay.
me.
Hmm.
One with no bugs.
Go ahead and make a
Depends on
investigation
how
check.
much high end costs.
You're looking for high end?
Yeah, at least to price it out.
Okay. So go ahead and make your investigation check. Volmer, if you're also looking, go ahead and make your investigation check. Your choice. Same thing with Fanoa and Veril. If you are looking as well.
I'm getting flashbacks to where I handed fucking Fulbright some of my money and said, "Hey, go find us a cheap inn to stay at," and then he fucking blew it all on like a high-end, expensive-ass inn.
As you guys are traveling around, the very first one to be spotted, both because of Delmar's eye and because of how bit of a blatant obvious pick it was, is a rather elegant inn. Though it is a bit far off into the city. It's closer towards the castle, just past the old quarter district,
It's gonna be expensive.
where you see the building is rather nice and tall and finely refurbished. And while the people going in and out of there aren't exactly rich nobles by any mean, they are definitely the people that you see that are very much more finely garbed than anybody else around.
How finally? Like,
Office job, finally.
okay,
Like, they're the workers, they're not the bosses, they're just the workers.
okay. So they're not like nobles, but they're like people who work for the nobles, or are they like
Pretty much.
merchants?
As best as you can figure.
Okay.
They don't have any power, but they still make money.
How many rations have we used up?
5. Yes, 5.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
And if you are so inclined to ask for a price on this place, even though they begin looking at whichever one of you kind of walks in a little skeptically, even Volmer, strangely enough.
I'm gonna make sure I clean myself with fucking prestidigitation before I go in. Trying to look
It
my
is
best.
a 3 gold a night stay.
Nope.
I can cover that. How long are we staying?
That is the question.
I can pay that, but like 3 gold is a lot for an inn.
Might be worth it for one night, just to have something nice for once. I'm gonna give myself 2 nights here.
Okay. Go ahead,
We
knock
can
off 6 gold.
arrange. Yeah, and then overcomes. We can arrange to meet somewhere else if you guys don't want to stay here. That's fine.
I would like to
This
stay
is
here.
a bit of a treat for me.
I'll stay
Oh.
here.
I'll pay
Alright.
for a night too.
Go ahead and knock off the amount of gold per night you are staying.
I'm just gonna do 1 night for now because I don't know if how long we're gonna be here.
All right.
You said 3 per night?
Yep, 3 gold per night.
He's like, oh, that's
I'm
1/8.
gonna put all 455 gold pieces I have. I'm joking.
He hands over that 3 gold. It's like, oh, that's 1/18 of a spell. Oh,
Literally. Fucking gold is my class's lifeblood.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yup.
And if you guys are so inclined to kind of see the rooms before you go back to kind of exploring the city a little bit to get this damn head off your cart, they're actually relatively large-sized beds. You do have a cupboard as well as a wardrobe in case you want to put anything in there. You have a small little storage chest that has a rudimentary lock. It's not the best thing in the world, but it'll make do if you want to lock your belongings in there. Seems like definitely a finer place than you stayed all the while at any other like shady inn that you pass by.
I'm curious, how does this compare to like the bunks in the old Wizards College.
Better. Only because these people clearly seem like they care about maintaining this effectively. Unlike the Wizard College, it's just like, oh, the bed broke. Hey, cast mending on that. So the
I mean,
bed's
to be
still
fair, you
degrading,
really have to
but
try if you're a wizard sometimes.
yeah.
It's just,
Uh,
I mean, this is just an inn. It's not anything super fancy, so it's not home, right?
Who are you asking?
Me, for
Oh.
like, I'm used to fancy shit.
It's not home level stuff. Yeah, no, absolutely not. But it's leaning towards that direction.
Oh, okay.
Like you can tell that they're trying to emulate that feel, but you kind of look at the bed and you're like, well, that's cheaper than what I used to have.
Is it at least somewhat comfortable as I flop into it dramatically?
Not totally.
Oh,
They tried.
disappointing.
It's like, oh, they had to cheap out on something, didn't they?
Yeah. And it had to be the mattress.
Look
Yep.
at this princess over here.
Always the mattress.
It's always the mattress they cheap
Better
out
than
on.
the floor, I suppose.
but better than the fucking dirt we've been sleeping on before.
Yeah.
All
Now,
right.
What is the plan? What you guys gonna try?
While we're out and about, I'm going to get another week's worth of rations and another water skin and get some. An amulet I have required alcohol
Just
to
alcohol.
function.
Yep.
Okay, then I'm any specific amount, or will a water skin full of ale work for several potions?
I was thinking to just buy 2 kegs and keep them on the cart at all times.
I would say
That
half
works.
a water skin would work. Because it literally
Okay.
just tells you to basically a tankard full is essentially what it's asking for.
Yeah, I think it says in there
Okay.
a pint of ale.
Yeah, something like that.
A pint. Okay.
I believe it also
So-
only works once per long rest as well.
Yes.
Yeah. But the point is to have a water skin, something portable on me that I can always have to chug in case. So I like Volner's idea. So I'm gonna get a kegs of some ale and a water skin to keep on me.
I mean,
Okay, so
I think the kegs would be a really good idea because it doesn't need attunement. So, like, if we get hurt in an encounter and we keep moving, then we can just real quick all heal up and then keep moving.
that is also true. If you literally just ring
Oh,
around the
yeah.
rosy, just give the amulet away.
Does it work like that? I thought
Yeah,
it was, the amulet was once a day, not per person.
Double checking the wording, cause
Yeah. That'd be fucking cool otherwise.
That'd be cool, right?
And not that help Volmir, I still don't want him to drink.
Checking the wording on this thing.
It can't do so again until the next dawn.
Yeah, it cannot do so. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
So it's one person and one person only, and
Sorry.
it's
Oh,
dawn.
that's sad.
It's not even long rest. It's dawn.
Mhm.
That's sad.
But hey, that's how they keep it from being OP as fuck.
Especially for a non-attune item.
Yeah. So, water skin, just normal water skin. Go ahead and knock off that gold for the price. I think it's like 2 silver or something like that. Rations, obviously knock off the money on rations. The kegs of ale. How good quality are you looking here? Meh. For kegs? Mediocre quality. 15 gold a keg. Alright, so go ahead and knock off your 30 gold. 2 kegs of ale are now being loaded onto the cart. Quick question, did people follow along with him on his shopping trip, or...?
Yeah, I picked up some rations.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out looking for the pearl from the water plane again.
So you're gonna
Let's
join
go
them
on
on
that
shopping,
quest.
or are you gonna go on your own?
I guess I'm gonna go on my own because I don't think anyone else would really be wanting to go to jewelry shops looking for a damn pearl.
Fano and Varel,
according
what
to
you
this
guys up
website
to?
I'm on, the
Mhm.
water skin's 4 pints. So I get 4 days worth of potions per
In
water
a water
skin.
skin, okay.
2 silver from
Fano and
that.
Varel, you guys joining in on shopping, staying at the inn?
I'll stay at the end.
I'll go shopping. Just keep people company. See what's
Okay.
there.
Volmer, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Please, for the love of God, say someone has what I want.
That one.
22.
Damn.
You were saying Corvallis, you motherfucker? I think I,
Who's
I guess you
Corvallis?
were
I'm
saying
blank.
blank, you motherfucker.
There you go.
Volmer, as you go towards the more higher end district, very much knowing that a pearl like this is not going to be easy to find. As you're kind of looking around, you do find this one component shop in the higher end district, which would be the Copperwood District, to be more exact. Let me just slap you right over there. Burp. And entering into this shop, you can see that this person definitely has a far more organized and more degree feeling to their shop, where they have stuff properly organized and displayed. They have little details on them, and one of them that they have organized are the pearl section, including a few of them that are actually encased specially. One of them being a very high priced pearl, and another one being of a unique variety, one that doesn't have a price label to it, just says to ask the clerk over it.
Are they labeled for where they're from?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna keep in mind. I'm gonna look around for anything else that might relate to the spell, the project spell.
Give me an Arcana check. 16. As you're kind of looking around, trying to get a feel for all these components that are in here, nothing really speaks to you. But at the same time, you're also still very on and off about what you can and can't use. You're still messing with it, so it's very possible maybe one or two of these items might work, but you're not entirely sure.
Okay, I'm gonna keep this store in mind and come back here one day. But for now, I'm gonna ask about the pearls.
Okay. As you ask the clerkman, who is a blue-skinned tiefling that has seen some better days, seems like he's had some long nights. As you ask him about the pearls, kind of goes, the pearls there, what you're looking at is either a very expensive one, far more pristine than the rest that you'll find anywhere, really. As for the unique one, I dare ask what intrigues you about it.
Well, I've been looking for something a bit more unique for the spell I've been creating. I've been looking for something from the water plane, and I believe this might have some relation. Then again, I might be wrong.
You wizard folks always inventing and doing things. Kind of gestures towards the pearl. It's special. I can't guarantee it's water plane special. I'm not an arcanist like you. I'm simply a collector of effects. Know a little bit myself. I will tell you though, ain't gonna be cheap.
Checking to make sure he doesn't actually know, like he's not hiding anything.
With that 9, hard to tell.
How much?
That pearl? 2,500 gold?
What the fuck? Out of character, what the
Dalmar insights from a distance.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm alone right now.
Yeah.
It's a pearl of power.
Dalmar just apparates right there. He's lying. Goes away.
I thought he was in the shop with me.
No, he's in a higher end component shop. That's why I asked if he was going shopping with y'all to try and find it there, or if he went
Right.
off on his own. And he
And I
said he
was
went off.
half listening because I was adding stuff to inventory, so my bad.
Oh, good.
I don't even know what to say. What the fuck?
Mental comms are still up, FY, so if you want to talk to the others, you still can.
I don't know what I'd say. Hey guys, I'm trying to find a pearl from the water point, and this guy's selling a pearl that I think is right, but it's for fucking 2,000 gold pieces.
2,500.
2,500.
So Ashran would know expensive stuff, right?
Yes.
Where exactly are you, Volmer? Do you need some help?
I could use some help to make sure this guy is, like, being honest.
All right,
And
give
not
me
trying to screw
give
me
me
over.
directions. I'll come see what's going on.
Copperwood District, it's in the southeast. It's a component shop, and I'm gonna tell her just guide her through.
Okay, so I go join. I would assume that this is a pretty fair price for something that would be that expensive, that rare.
Go ahead and make a either intelligence or insight, your choice.
I was expecting expensive. I was expecting like 400, 450 gold, like how much I had. Like
With
I was ready
insight-
to drop.
You can tell that there is some upselling going on here, but at the same time, the fact that it's not labeled or anything, it's hard to tell if he's upselling it because he's an asshole, or he's upselling it because that thing is special.
Right, so I'm gonna come in and I'll talk to Volmer a little bit, but I will look at this guy and haha. And I'll say, well, it's not labeled. Does that mean you don't know what it is?
I've got an inkling myself, as I told your fellow here. I am a bit of an arcanist myself, but I'm nowhere near as studious as I presume either of you two. I just know that it fetches a pretty penny, and there's something funky about it.
Does he have a pearl that looks cheaper? 100 gold?
Yes.
I could cast a spell to figure out what this is.
You're
I would
free
need to borrow a pearl for a second though.
You don't borrow components.
The spell doesn't consume it. I'm literally just using it to identify an item at your store, and then I'll put it back. You'll get the item back, but it's to identify something you are selling.
Arcanist to arcanist. You don't just borrow a component.
Okay, dumb question, out of character. What does he even fucking mean by that?
You need to buy it.
You have to pay for it.
Yeah.
It's just a
Like, I'm
dick
not
move,
gonna let you
because
just borrow it to use a spell before
I'm
giving it
using a
back to
spell
me.
literally to identify something at his store.
Yeah.
That's like
That
borrowing
he
a
could make either
comic.
big money on.
That's like borrowing a
Might
comic
be able
at
to
a
make more
store
money
to
if I
read.
identify it. He doesn't know. It's a gamble. He doesn't know if it could be more expensive for all he knows.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Could-
All he knows is he's about to score 2,500 gold.
Stop it. Could you see if he'd be
Persuasion.
willing to like let you use it for a sec for like a fee instead of just buying it outright?
How much? I'll pay you half the price of this pearl. Let me use it to identify this pearl once, and then I'll give it right back to you. How about that?
Make a persuasion check.
Can I assist him in that persuasion check?
Just buy the fucking pearl.
I don't have 2,500 goddamn.
The 100 gold pearl.
100 gold pearl is what he means.
You're spending
I might
50
not be able to
gold
fucking
on
do that.
nothing. Buy the fucking
I
pearl.
agree with Corveus on this one.
If you
Just-
do want to give him advantage, Ashrin, you can. Try to help him.
I mean, that's why you called me over to help
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
so I might as well.
Oh man.
Oh, beautiful rolls.
16.
16 isn't bad. It's above average.
You see him kind of just contemplate, but at the same time, you can kind of tell that contemplation is just the salesman way of annoying the fuck out of you.
I hate this guy. I'm just gonna buy the 100 fucking gold piece. Pearl.
I'd be more than willing to sell you the pearl and purchase it back as another item. Fair trade?
What do you mean by purchase it back as another item?
Well, I am a component shop. I could use more components. And he just winks at you.
He's gonna sell it to you for 100 gold, buy it back for 50. That's what he means.
Just buy and keep.
Yeah, I'm just
The
fucking
fucking
buying.
pearl,
I'm just buying
man.
and keep the
Come
original
on.
pearl. And I had something cool in mind because it was fucking the pearl from the water place was for. Never mind.
Okay, hold on. The identify spell does not use the pearl up.
No.
No, it
That-
does not.
Then just buy the damn pearl and then you can use
I know,
identify all
right?
the time.
Goddamn pearl.
Jesus Christ!
What's even better is he openly said it too. He said, "Oh, it's not gonna consume it." So it's like the dude is just like, "Then why are you fighting me? Just buy the pearl."
I'll just buy the pearl and leave.
100 gold pieces for the pearl.
I'm just fucking done at this point.
Do you want to cast identify on the?
I'll cast fucking identify.
Okay.
Oh my god. That was the funniest fucking thing ever.
It's a ritual, so I don't have to do the thing.
Yeah, but it takes 10 minutes.
Meanwhile, Ashton's just like standing here looking around the shop, going, I don't know what any of this is for.
Literally.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you use fucking components too, don't you?
I do, but like my components that I have for my spells right now,
I don't
the
think she
only
has
ones
anything that actually is monetary value.
I have light that requires a firefly.
Yeah.
But you can probably use a focus.
Yeah.
I have
so
sleep,
as long as it
which
doesn't have a
requires
gold,
some sand.
so as long as it doesn't have a gold piece value tied to it, you're good, basically. As long as you have your focus, which I'm pretty sure you don't have any gold piece value materials you need.
I have darkness, which requires bat fur and some pitch or a piece of coal. Yeah, that's it. But those are the only ones that actually require like physical
Material, yeah.
components.
Anyway, what do I find out about the Stam Pearl?
After 10 minutes, and you identify the pearl, you don't get a genuine answer from it. And it's not really something you can identify. But you do get a sense of coolness coming from it. An innate power that just resides in it. That is magical in nature, but doesn't have anything to do with spell or outward magic capability. So it's basically just something passively imbued with magic. So at least you know it's not like a pearl power or something.
That's true.
It's not by definition a magic item. So that could be what you're looking for. You also now know why the dude was like, I know there's something going on with it, but fuck if I know what it actually is. I just know something's going on with it.
I'm too broke for it anyway, so I'm just gonna fucking leave.
Okay. Quick question. Did everybody else come with Ashrin as she bolted over towards the high-end district, or nah?
Sure.
Sword. Exploring's fun.
Okay. As
You guys see a very frustrated Volmer.
coming out with a pearl in his hand, just clenched in a fist.
I mean, at least you can cast Identify now, if we need it
True.
again.
Yes.
Which we've
Force,
needed
identify.
a lot.
There we go.
Ritual or spellcast?
I'll just do spellcast.
Just want to know. Yeah, you would know exactly what it is. Is what I sent in chat. It's an obsidian steed.
Yeah. I already knew what it is, but I just wanted Volmer to know.
Yeah, just want Vollmer to actually know. Actually know. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we should probably get back to looking around, or does anyone else want to buy anything?
I think I'm good.
Tis be muted.
Right, I am. I'm good, but I could use a meal and a drink. Should we find a place?
I guess we should. We should probably get out of this
Sure.
district, though, because people here are fucking scam artists.
No, not scam artists. It's a decent price. It was expensive.
Volmir's just mad at this point. He doesn't know what he's saying.
Viva la revolution!
Cost money.
I got my hopes up, man.
I
I've
mean,
been looking for that damn pearl for like 5 sessions.
you just need to get proficient in sleight of hand.
I'm not stealing the damn pearl.
Okay, if you aren't going to steal it, then just stop being broke.
I
I mean,
thought she was gonna say stop being a bitch.
that too.
Honestly, neither would be out of character.
Exactly.
But as you guys go and find yourselves a place to eat, I would say you would be able to find somewhere very decent in between the high-end, low-end district. There are some decent restaurants there that you can eat with outdoor tables that allow you to kind of just enjoy yourselves. With Vollmer like eating a salad,
Like,
fucking
okay.
pissed the fuck off.
Restaurant or like tavern with entertainment?
Which you want to go for?
I mean, I feel like I want a tavern with like some music and like stuff.
I agree with that, but also real quick, can I roll perception while we're walking through to keep an eye out for familiar cloaks?
Sure.
Just while we're moving.
20. So, as you guys look for a more exciting tavern location that has little bits of music going on in the background and a bit more of an excitable staff and entourage of people involved, as you're kind of traveling around the city and trying to keep an eye out to try and see if you can find these people just kind of roaming around, even though you're giving a hawk-eye glance everywhere, can't seem to find these people. But eventually you do find your tavern, restaurant, foodery, where they present to you a fine selection of meals, decent enough food, worth the price of what it is, which I would say 6 silver a piece, by the way. Whoever wants to eat there. And while you're eating there, inside the tavern itself, you can't help but notice that there's someone just off the side where the band is kind of playing their music and enjoying themselves. You see this man kind of set up what seems to be like a small little platform about 8 feet wide of just like foldable wooding sort of material. And he seems to be fumbling with something in the back before eventually you just see the man kind of clear his throat and with a boisterous and confident tone to his voice calls for the attention of the tavern to listen to a tale of sorts, something far more exciting than any everyday sort of myth lore that you'd ever hear.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Gather round and listen to a tale forgotten through the ages of time. Listen now to the tale of the fallen. And he'll press a little a button or whatever on top of the little thing he has sitting on this little dais. He also has a hat down there for tips, just in case. And you guys watch as illusions and images start to appear of like great battles and stuff like that. And he'll do some waving of his hands, and you'll hear those sounds. Thaumaturgy for the DM. Long ago, when the gods left this mortal realm, chaos engulfed the lands. Followers of these divine beings were left in disarray to wander without purpose. Then, the monsters that had been hiding, held back by these divine beings' might, awoke. Dragons, elementals, and other destructive beasts began flooding the world. And watch as the images shift. And you watch dragons and elementals and hear the roar. Your race, religion, or creed did not matter anymore. The world was in danger, and people had to band together, or perish. For this exact purpose, a select group of individuals came together to ebb this tide of chaos. An elf unmatched with a bow, an orc that donned armor no other race could bear, a human who stood his ground with his shield in hand for those beside him, a goblin that was swift of foot and able with a dagger unlike any other, and a half-elf, looked down upon by all the races around, took up the sword that could fell near any creature with the right conviction. And the images shift to each one of these. These 5 banded together to save this world, but there was another. These 5 followed a woman, one who bordered on the divine herself, but not yet reaching the pinnacle of godhood. Thus being spared being locked away behind the divine gate, this woman offered a piece of herself to protect these 5, a piece of her soul to each, and he watches this image of this woman appears behind and puts out an arm to one, and the arm disappears, an arm to another. And then he watches one like grabs onto a leg, it disappears, the other leg, chest, and there's just a head overlooking each one of them. These brave warriors and their new mother fought until their very last breath. They pushed back the darkness and ensured the sun would rise another day. When they were finally felled, their weapons became imbued with the essence of not only their mother, but they themselves. Legend says, to this day, these weapons continue to bestow upon those worthy of upholding them. As such, they are granted the title of Bestowed of the Fallen, simply awaiting for the day they need to be used again in defense of the world they fought to maintain.
And as you watch as this display of illusion and this spinning of a tail kind of ends, you see several people kind of raise their glasses and cheer and hurrah at the display that was put out in front of them. Several of them asking and bantering questions of how he just managed to put on so many illusions, like where he heard this tale and any other such things. And with the tip hat being presented, and the man very casually but not casually gesturing towards it, you do hear a couple of coins being thrown in, a couple bits of mostly copper, silver here and there.
Ashrin tosses in 4 silver pieces.
Okay. Volmer, the thing that strikes you the most on that, and something I am 90% sure you don't remember at all, Bestowed of the Fallen. That was the thing the group talked about.
You don't suppose those weapons are the ones you're looking for?
Oh yeah, no, they 100% are related. The question is where this guy learned it.
I don't know, maybe we should talk to him.
I don't know, I don't really like street performance, I'm gonna be honest. Like, he has all of this magic, he learned how to cast spells, he can make illusions, and he wastes it on these silly shows.
I mean, he's making good money.
How much
Yes,
is in the
but
hat?
like, there's so much more you could do with that. Like,
You know, Volmer, feel like maybe you'd be able to make money to buy that pearl if you showed off your talents a little bit.
Man, is it
and
dark in
something
here? That's a
tells
lot
me
of
that you
shade.
have no idea how much work it would take for someone who didn't get born with magic to make a consistent income off that.
I didn't need the income.
You start watching the man after a lot of the coin has been thrown in, a lot of bantering questions are thrown his way. Starts picking up his little platform and his small looking box that has several etched designs on it and a small button at the top that he pressed to start this show, as it would say.
So, looking through the hat, sit down, count how much I have in there.
So you've got 3 gold, 17 silver, actually 21 silver because she threw in 4, and 13 copper.
3 gold, 21 silver, 13 copper.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna take that. Sorry, heading towards the bar.
Alright.
Well, Volmer, are you gonna go talk to him?
Why don't you go talk to him, since you're the one actually interested in talking to him?
You're the one who wants to know where he learned about the weapons.
I'll walk up and talk to the damn street performer.
I'll go with. I want to observe.
Something tells me everyone's tagging along, but you can see Vanilla and Veryl are kind of like 6 feet back, where they're like, "We're not in this conversation, but we're in this conversation."
I want to hear.
Literally.
I'm gonna stay right at my table, enjoying my food and drink.
I'm gonna sit next to him.
So as soon as you receive your pint, Jack, sliding over to you, almost instantaneously, in unison, sits an elf beside you.
A very grumpy-looking elf.
I'm gonna sit on the other side of this mysterious Jack person.
That's not intimidating at all.
Hey, I'm cute.
He looks over to Volmer the moment Ashton turns around and goes, "Hello there."
Henry Kenobi!
Hello. My friend here has some questions for you.
The angry one?
He's just slightly
Yes,
grumpy.
the angry one.
Turn around. What can I do for you?
Where did you hear that story?
Ah, you're intrigued by my tale. Yeah? So?
I'm gonna pull the scabbard off my back and put it on the table. Well, scabbard, the blade to it is probably referenced in that, so yes, I'm interested. More interested in how someone like you learned it.
Ah. From all my research, would I have gotten details on the scabbard at all?
No.
No? Okay. Huh. Interesting. And why do you think this is part of my story? This looks like any old scabbard.
It's connected to this little thing called Nanya.
Oh. None of your business then. I'll turn back to Ashton. So, what are you doing later tonight?
Sleeping. We've been traveling a while.
Oh, you need some company?
Not yours.
Jack has no fucking chill. Holy shit.
Not yours. I'll find my own.
Fair enough. You know where to find me.
Do I?
I'll be here. I'll be around, giving performances. Fun little story to tell.
It is an interesting story.
Yes, yes it is.
One has to question whether it's real.
No, it's very much real.
How do you know?
Because I know. You know, I think this conversation is better with more drinks. I'm just kind of.
Are you buying?
Oh no! I down my drink. You look at both of them.
I don't drink.
He doesn't want you to drink. He wants us to buy him another drink, you moron.
Volmir isn't good people, okay? I'll drop fucking. How much is a drink?
2 silver.
I'll drop 2 silver on the counter.
Okay.
Okay.
Bartender takes the 2 silver, starts pouring another drink.
Ashtrin would like another drink too.
Alright, drop the 2 silver. Pours her a drink as well.
I'm paying him for information. I'm not paying you.
In my extensive travels so far, I've been a purveyor of knowledge, let's say. I've delved into many, many libraries and studied history, and this was a story that caught my interest. And it was one that seems not a whole lot of people knew about. Select upper crusts people, knew about it, and a lot of these texts were kind of hidden. So I had to find my way in and learn. But I know they're real. Just like any old history book. These were in there. I've never found them. I haven't found much information beyond the story itself, but they're out there somewhere.
Has Ashtrin ever read about this story before? I assume she's well educated, lots of tutors and shit.
Give me a history check.
Has Volmir too? That's actually a good question because he's been researching it, like the scabbard itself.
You didn't find any information when they brought it up before with the group when you asked.
Ah, okay.
16. In all your studies and all your time being tutored, the name tickles the back of your mind, but you at least have never actually heard of the words or the story itself. You can kind of feel like a faint it was like it might have been mentioned at some point, but I didn't quite catch it.
Okay. But at least it's not totally unfamiliar.
Yeah, like
Okay.
you're kind of like, man, I've heard that somewhere, but where?
Like that lesson that I was like kind of sort of paying attention to, but not really.
Pretty much.
Okay, cool. Alright. Well, it's a fascinating story. It kind of rings a bell.
I see you were a study of history too.
A lot of education. A lot of expensive education.
I know the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I've had my fair share. Yeah. So, what do you know about this story? I'm intrigued.
I've been researching it for a while. Well, not the story itself, more of the sword related to it.
And what have you found out?
Did we tell him about the... Right now I'm running it through my head. Would Volmir actually talk about the fucking ruin?
That's a good question.
Corvus, odds or evens?
Who's
For you, odd.
Or fucking Jack.
Odds, he said. Even.
Oh, you're doing D4 shit.
I mean, reality is 50-50
Yeah, I know.
reality.
Yeah, it's 50-50 no matter what. I just thought I'd change it up a bit.
Fair enough, fair enough.
That song's in my head.
What is?
Hit the road, Jack.
Jack,
Don't you
don't
come
turn back.
back no
Oh,
more,
no, I'm just
no
holding in
more,
the urge to call him Jackass every time.
road, Jack.
Mhm.
I've
Oh
read a
man,
few
right
things
now that
here
song's
and
in my
there.
head.
Have a pretty good lead on something to do with it. Nothing too major though. Nothing too major.
Well,
Do I have to roll deception for that?
That's if Jack wants to push for insight.
For you, yes, because you came off gruff to him. If it was Ashrin, no.
So insight check,
That
deception
one.
check. Fuck it.
He's just paying attention to his left right now, not even
Yeah.
looking at the right.
It's very obvious his eyes keep darting back towards her constantly, even though Ashrin and everybody else can see that Volmer is very obviously darting his eyes back and forth, kind of like, I'm not good at lying. Good thing he's not paying attention to me. He's looking like 30 degrees down on his left.
Yeah. Goddamn, it took me a second.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. Okay. So, no other information you can give me? This is a story I've been researching for quite some time now. Just trying to find my next library to get into.
A story not many are meant to know. You all
Fuck.
kind of hear this voice. 2 seats down, a man that has been sitting there for a relatively good while for not saying a word or doing anything at all. Just all of a
Be
sudden
on my
speaks
side
up.
or Volmer's side?
Your side, Ashrin's.
Okay.
Volmir instinctually grabs the freaking hilt of his blade and the scabbard, but he doesn't pull anything out yet while he puts the scabbard away.
Okay. You do get the bartender that kind of gives you a hard eye, kind of like, don't do it, sort of eye. And not even like, don't do it, I'm warning you, as in like, just don't fight in my bar.
I turn and look at the man and I say, well, what do you know about this story?
Is it the guy?
You don't recognize him. At all.
Yeah. Jack is.
He was none of the cloaks. He doesn't match any of the cloak figures.
Not the cloak figures. Doesn't have the same attire. Just some random dude.
That's a fucking coincidence.
And you just see him down whatever he has in his tankard before kind of sliding it back to the bartender. Just glances over at each of you. Glances back towards Dalmar, sitting at his table. It took forever to find us, so we found you. Not hard. You're missing a member, though.
He kind of ditched us not too long ago. I'm gonna walk over.
Hard eye before he stands up.
Volmer, do you know this guy?
He's one of the guys we're meeting up with.
I'm gonna look at the guy and be like, so, what do you know about this?
Thumbs up.
He focuses on you, Jack. Goes. Enough to pique your intrigue. Just like
Well.
you piqued ours.
Consider my interest piqued then. Among other things.
You bring it, he says to the group.
We did.
Kind of looks up once at each of you. Looks at Jack. I don't know where you learned it. But good job getting involved. I suggest coming with me.
Involved in what? Look around to the rest of them.
He just starts walking out.
I'm gonna open up a
That's as good as
one-on-one
mine.
comms with Jack. You're involved in it now.
Out loud. Oh, that's different.
Yeah, first time they did that to me, it was weird too.
Welcome to a world so much bigger than your little street
Do
performances. I'm gonna
people
walk
in
out.
this group constantly just enter people's bodies without permission?
Yeah, they do. I've only been with him a week. Happens all the
It's
time,
only Dal. It's only Dalmar.
That's awkward and intriguing at the same time.
right?
What's his fucking deal? Prissy little elf.
He's got issues, don't we all?
Someone needs to get him laid. Maybe he'll calm down.
I don't think he's interested in that. It's all
What is he?
books.
Is he a eunuch or something?
I don't know.
Are you guys following the man?
In Jack's head, all he hears is he hasn't found the right kind of book.
Well,
You really are a jackass, huh?
you just gotta spread some pages.
I
Are you
like
guys-
how the rest of the group has no context for that
Yep.
comment.
The fetuses are just like,
I
we
love
don't know what's
this.
going on.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure we all know what's going on, but we're just choosing to ignore it. Like, plus
Yeah.
Wilmir's kind of walked out the room at this point.
And I just assumed me and Jack were having like an aside conversation as we follow in the back.
Yeah.
I just assumed Dalmar's passive 18 would have been more than enough to hear that, especially if you guys were still sticking close.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
So,
man.
guys, kind of follow this man.
And
I'm
since
gonna down my drink. Or
Okay.
finish whatever happens to be left of it.
I will put,
We lose.
if
Alright.
anyone is curious, that's roughly what Jack looks like, just a little bit younger. In Discord.
Discard.
Mhm.
No, right on.
Alright, sick.
It didn't go on the board. No, get on the board. Boop. He's giant.
Oh, we lost Fanoa.
Fanoa's been dying. There you go. Had to start Discord. Uh-oh. But
Okay,
as you guys are following this man, almost immediately he begins to turn for a certain direction. And you can see that he's deliberately walking in a certain way, passing through a couple alleys here and there. Very much if you weren't deliberately following him and he wasn't letting you follow, probably would have gotten lost about 10 times over. Until eventually you get to the dockyard, where you see him just start to make his way towards a building that seems nondescript, basic office building. And as he walks inside, just glances at whoever's at the counter. Just a basic, normal person, as far as you can tell. Just gestures towards a door just off to his left. As he kind of glances at each of you one last time, just goes, "Hope you know. You walk in, you ain't walking out."
What?
And he goes to open the door.
Does he
Is
mean
that a threat? This is new information? What do you mean by that?
Only one way to find out.
insight? That's I've been in this situation before. This could be fun or really bad.
Now
Yeah,
one
it's
on
totally
that
fine,
shit.
guys. Totally fine.
Now one, now one.
He just means that we have to take a different door when we leave.
No,
Right,
we need to
okay.
teleport him, obviously.
That's fucking great.
Okay, so what
I
the fuck
love
is
how,
gonna mean?
generally speaking, the lower the plus to insight we have, the higher
It
the
gets
rolls
higher.
get. It is inversely proportional. That's great. Okay, I'll be right back.
Fanoa,
Hello.
and that's Jack. There are your whispers.
At least someone knows what the fuck's going on.
Okay. I push back past everyone and take a step inside.
Okay.
He looks like a fucking giddy little schoolgirl, just excited.
I'm not letting this fucking street performer beat me to what I've been working my whole life towards, so I'm following him in.
Okay.
Oh, there's got to be something I can do. Hold up.
What?
So you first off just watch Jack walk in through the doorway and almost immediately gets engulfed by shadow.
I
as
mean,
through the doorway there's a lack of light.
I clearly think that this guy is totally fine, so we might as well just follow.
As I go through, I cast Mage Hand and make him flip off Volmer. As I take a step through. Especially since he called me a simple performer before.
I mean, that was a fucking internal thought, first of all.
No, that
Or
one
did you
was,
hear
but
the
when you left the
conversation
bar, you called me a street performer.
Don't remember.
I'm gonna fucking flip you off back with another mage hand.
Can't see it.
Ooh, I want to join.
3 uses a fucking mage hand in the party.
Uh-huh.
Us to flip each other off.
I mean, Mage
Mel,
Hand...
can you do that?
I don't think Druid can get mage hand.
Actually, I think they can.
Can I just flip them off normally?
Yes, you can.
That's what you're boring. That's what
At
happens
least
when
I
you
have
only.
money.
That's what happens.
Damn!
When you're the only one in the damn party without magical abilities.
That was
Oh,
good.
Druid can't
Fair
get mage
enough.
hand. Oh. Druid cannot get mage hand.
That was fucking funny as hell.
Not so, because like all their spells are nature related, and that feels more arcane than nature.
Alright, I go through this door,
Okay.
preparing now to walk back out. Apparently, this is my doom.
Yeah, and I just paid for 2 nights at a fancy inn. Man.
True. True.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh well.
As
Such is the adventurer's life.
you guys begin to walk through, and that veil of darkness only lasts for half a second for your eyesight, as the instant that you walk through, there's a pit on the hole. I need everybody to make dexterity saving throws.
Yay.
You said dexterity?
Yes.
God damn.
The rolls are not in our favor today.
Ooh, that is not good.
I mean,
I'm good.
I'm not upset with mine. That's not terrible. Could be worse.
I'm pretty happy with mine.
Right? Me too.
I would say can I save myself with a fucking Misty Step last second, but like I literally can't see, so.
Yeah, it literally just darkness and then just fall. Each of you. Just take that that first step and not realizing what's there, plummet the 20 feet. That is the drop. There is a minor bit of cushioning at the bottom though. Volmer and Veril take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you guys just hit against that cushioning just with a bad angle. The rest of you kind of like tuck yourselves in or just prepare yourself for that impact. And you can feel the shock go through you, but you're like, we're good. We're good.
We've been having a really rough day.
Before you hear the door shut from atop,
Karma's a bitch.
and you see the man drop from atop. Just land on the cushioning. Superman style.
Little warning.
Probably pay attention.
I'm a human. I
Well,
can't
it's
see
not
in the
like we can
dark.
fucking see.
Only lasted half a second. You'll be fine. And he goes over to a door that is in this small circular room.
Is it dark
As-
in here or lit?
It's lit.
Okay. I'm human
As he-
now.
Opens it up. Oh yeah, you are human now, so you have no dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
Ew. We have a sufferer of dark vision now.
And I didn't take the feat for that.
That's okay. I have the cantrip light. I can help you.
So do
There
I.
you go.
Smart.
As he opens the door, you just see a very messy personal chamber with several objects just scattered on the floor, chairs kind of tipped over, a table that seems to have about 3 daggers just stuck into it, several scratch marks onto it. You see a halfling just kind of vault jumping over a couch. You see a drow just kind of chilling on said couch, not really caring. You see a couple others just around the room, just kind of seeming like this is all just normal. As they all kind of turn their heads to look as they see you guys through the door. You see one drow kind of coming from a small back room that has a curtain over it. Kind of smiling at you guys. To which, Romer, you recognize these 5 people as the ones you've seen prior. But the 6th is still missing. Hmm?
Over comms, I tell Wolmer, I told you they'd find you.
Now's not the best time for I told you so.
And as the drow kind of looks at you guys all, did you bring it? Hope you did.
Would it still be on our cart right now?
think
I
you put it
would
in your-
imagine you guys brought it with you at least somehow.
Yeah.
Given the guy said, did you bring it?
I thought you had it in your backpack.
I guess Wilmer will pull it out of his backpack.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we had warning, then we could have taken a
Yeah.
detour if needed to grab it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I figured as much.
I'm just
Wilmer's
casting
gonna pull out-
prestidigitation on myself.
I'm gonna pull out a bloody red potato sack from a fucking skull that's been in there for like a week or a few days now and toss it over.
Jack is
You
just
toss it on
staring.
the ground, or you try to toss it to them.
Toss it to them.
Okay. Kind of watch. They kind of snatch it. Kind of holds it up. Takes a slight peek. Didn't think you were able to get the paranoid fucker. Chucks it onto the side of what looks like just like a bookshelf, or just chucks it in the corner. I see we have a friendly face. And I see we're also missing a face. Mind if I ask where they are?
Cole bitched after some mishaps on the thing. She's new here. She helped us with getting that. As for this guy, I don't know. He's just a jackass.
Prissy
I'd be
little elf.
inclined to agree with you if it wasn't for the fact that this jackass here has some vital information. Information I'd like to know why you're just spreading on the streets. You see him kind of go over towards the couch and just kind of sits down next to the other drow.
It's a good story. Makes a decent amount of money. Very
Oh, it
compelling
does.
story.
But it also brings a lot of attention.
Attention is fun. It brings in more people, which brings in more money. The bigger the audience, the bigger the payday.
Bigger the audience, the bigger the following.
One could say that. But as a performer, you need to find some kind of story that isn't well known. Because otherwise, people have heard it 1,000 times. They're not going to pay. So what do you know? You said you had more. I'm intrigued.
Oh, I have plenty. And well, these fine people have shown to be my friends. You haven't to prove yourself. You have to prove yourself that you're my friend.
How so?
I had a bit of a thing come up. Friend to friend, says that, mostly directed towards the group. I'd love some help on it. Call it a rite of initiation.
That was not the deal. The deal was that we do that, and then you help us with give us what we want to know.
The deal was I'd tell you more. There was no stipulation as to how much I'd tell you. I told you I knew more.
He's not picking a good day to fuck with Volmir. I am like,
What are you gonna do? Fireball him?
honestly, half would not fireball, but like a chromatic orb would half fit right now because Volmir has had a shit day, and he's just fucking goading him on.
Don't worry.
Well,
You'll get the information you want. I just need you to take care of a small problem we have. Call them a renegade, but they're an issue. We need eyes off of the city. And summoning creatures is not exactly going to make us inconspicuous.
Fuck.
Fuck.
This person. Summoning creatures. Why are they summoning creatures?
Don't care. I
They
need 'em
wouldn't
gone.
happen to be summoning large creatures made of stone that tear down trees, would they?
Oh, good. You've heard the rumors. I don't need to tell you anything about them then.
Fuck me.
This is what we get
Okay.
for skipping one encounter. This is
I'm
what we
lost
get for
here.
skipping one goddamn encounter.
What am I missing, guys? Looking at Volmer,
We
looking
got
at you.
a couple days north of here.
we ran into a thing that made trees into toothpicks.
Yeah, just.
Cool, that sounds horrible. Got anything else?
Yeah. Is there
Go in that
another
direction,
like
apparently.
thing we could help you with? Something that's not that?
More importantly, do you even know where this guy is? Like,
That's where you
specifically,
come in. That's where my friends help me.
Freaking what?
You already know he's to the north. He's somewhere out there. All you need to do is stop him. Simple enough.
You got some stuff that can help us do that?
Him, and he points at Jack.
Got anything to help me do that?
Them, points at the group.
Still not sold.
Yeah, we're gonna need something else. Yeah, we don't have anyone to help heal us. We don't.
girl's
Yeah,
a healer.
true.
Oh.
We do need a little bit more than that, though.
You just watch as he kind of raises his hand towards the man that led you in here in the first place. And you watch as he pulls out what looks to be a gauntlet. The drow just looks at you. Enough of an enticing offer. We know where the piece is. We need to know you can trust you, though.
This means
Or
something.
at least that
to
you're
you
not
guys?
going to die when you come help us find it.
Gauntlet. What does that thing look like?
Volmer and Dalmar recognizes it almost immediately to be of the same matching pattern as that armor you guys saw down in that dungeon.
Yep.
But it's just the gauntlet, which you guys know got yeeted into that abyss portal.
Animated shadowy
Oh.
armor. that ended up being the armor from the story.
You know, if you told me, say, where I could find the blade to the scavenge, maybe we'd have an easier time dealing with these golems.
Oh, I'm not asking you because that's information you have to share with me. I'm a fair man. Conniving, but fair.
Really, because I've yet to really see what we gain from killing him.
You don't want to see what attaches to that? You don't want to try it on?
I was gesturing to the decapitated skull. Wait, is he telling us to try on the gauntlet?
No, he's asking if you want to try on what goes with the gauntlet.
I'm not a heavy on type of guy.
These guys, didn't that thing get yeeted into the voidy shadow
This,
stuff?
yes, 100%.
Are
Also,
you?
Holding the gauntlet right there in front of you.
I know this is a really bad time, but I actually gotta go.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, just Wolmir's now T-posing PNG through the rest of the scene. I'll see you guys
Wow.
later.
We can very easily pick up there next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
I gotta go too.
Okay.
So, in their headquarters, now offered a deal. You're in their house now.
Real quick, Dalmar, was that into Jack's head too?
Nope.
Okay.
He
Just
doesn't
making,
know you.
just
Yeah,
making
I'm
sure.
gonna calm you.
See you guys later.
See you, man.
Alright, good luck, guys.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
It's gonna be
Although
interesting.
I never said I dropped the one-on-one